There's been an update, a major update, a serious update. All right, so I got the queen of accountability here who's done a lot more investigative work into what we have right here.
Wonderful. Sounds good to me. And thanks for having me, MTR.
No worries.
What it do, what the business is, people? It's your boy That Way with Jack Travis to be precise. You dig what I'm saying? You know how we do, you know how we doing it, man. Back in the thing again, you understand? Now, for those of you all that like what I'm doing on this page, man, go ahead and like, subscribe, share this around to your people and shit like that. You dig what I'm saying? My last show that I put out, MTR Chokes on the Red Pill, right? All revolved around this Aaron the plumber guy and his episode on Pop the Balloon. You dig what I'm saying? You know the follow-up to that. Now, this is such a weird case because this is the second part. This is addressing the queen of accountability. That Mr. MTR, you know, he let baby girl take him off the bridge. Like, this is such a weird case because, you know, Aaron goes on the show, and from my estimation, from what I saw, pretty much every female up there was highly disrespectful. He matched their energy, left the show with basically the baddest one on the stage. You dig what I'm saying? And I guess people jump online and women didn't appreciate how he talked to the females or what have you. He defended his side. He came on and said that he got fired from his job. Now, then MTR picks up on it, does a 5-hour long interview with the guy because, of course, you know, MTR is one of these guys that holds women accountable and likes when he sees an instance of a guy standing on business, and how dare they get this man fired? You dig what I'm saying? For standing on business. You dig what I'm saying? So boom, he jump on it, but then he starts to demand that this man show him all kind of proof of getting fired from the job, this, that, and the third. When he didn't, MTR pivots and gets with the queen of accountability. I've never heard of her, but apparently she's some kind of internet sleuth, right? She comes on and gives this man just minutes of just outrageous material. And then MTR takes that hook, line, and sink, and they start to call the guy a scammer. Then he comes out with his proof, and lo and behold, the last 3, 4, 5 days, save a random Instagram post from Queen of Accountability. Her and MTR have been dead silent. You dig what I'm saying? But we have a series of clips. Queen of Accountability's her initial interview or expose, we should say, with MTR. You dig what I'm saying? It's cringe-worthy material, but we're going to get to rolling this beautiful bean footage here in a minute. And I'm going to jump in and let you know what I got going on. This is a wild situation, man. Let's go.
So what I first did, MTR, is when he created the GoFundMe a week ago, I looked at the GoFundMe, and he emphasized that he does humanitarian efforts to single mothers, fathers, veterans, disabled. And, you know, it didn't sit right. He bolded only that part because when you're reading the whole paragraph, you're inclined to go right to the bolded part.
No, ma'am. You're not inclined to go and read bold print first. You're inclined to notice that when you get to the bold print in the document, that part is highlighted for you to pay attention to. I've never looked at a document and went immediately to the bold print. You may skip over the fine print down in the document, but bold print is not to draw you just to that part of the document. It is to notate and to denote that part of the document is uber important when you get to it, so it sticks. Let's be clear. What is she talking about, man?
That kind of reminded me of Rhoda Osmond. I said, maybe they're related. Maybe this is her cousin, because this is so believable. So I did my research. When I went to Aaron's Facebook, I noticed that everything on his Facebook was about him, his body, working out, doing pull-ups, sit-ups, doing push-ups, everything related to fitness. I was looking even for the picture he used on GoFundMe of him in his uniform.
Like, this is outrageous. So, okay, so if you don't see what does that prove? The picture that he used there, where is it on his social media? Does he have to put, I mean, I don't understand the logic here. How does that prove any type of a point that she jumping off the bridge about like that, man? Like, it's crazy. You only checked his Facebook. Did you check his IG? Did you check for LinkedIn? Now, she checked for some things that we're going to get to later on in this video. But, like,
there was no videos, no posts of any of this humanitarian work that he's being praised for. I'm sure a veteran or a single father or a single mother or a disabled person would have said, hey, this man helped us in our time of need. But I didn't see not one receipt. So we know that a lot of his exes came out and they gave us a little bit of tea, and that helped me to do more research on him. When I did a check on Mr. Sloan, I didn't see a license on file that's connected to his information. And being in education over 11 years, we know all about education. It's linked to your social. If you got a license, if you got a degree, it's going to pull up in any background check.
Hey, man, maybe I'm uninformed. But first of all, I guess chicks and everything, they do background checks on people these days. But I don't know that the background check that we do out here from our websites that we have a hold to, I don't know if those are the same that like employers and law enforcement do. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm not well versed on whether degrees and certifications come, because I was under the impression that background checks are looking for criminal activity in your background, right? I don't know that a background check gives you all a person's, I guess it gives you your credit information. But for her to assert that you can do a background check on them and everything relevant business-wise in their life is going to come up on a background check, I don't know that that's true. And she's standing really staunch on it. But again, none of these are reasons for her to have the type of energy, but she got that Tasha K energy. You dig what I'm saying? Like, this is an outrageous situation, man. Let's keep rocking.
And now, did you not see one at all, or did you not see one that was currently active?
I did not see one at all. What I did see was that he did work for a LLC. When I looked at LLC up in Arizona, the person that owns the LLC is in foreclosure right now. So I thought that was odd that they had time to hire Mr. Sloan when they're losing their house. But then I did more investigative work, and I contacted a place that had the same name in California. And Hector said he never heard of him. Hector.
All right, for me, this is when it really started going off the rails. Like, who the hell is Hector? How, like, oh my God, bro. What makes her think that she's on the right track? She said Hector is in foreclosure. I don't understand how they would be so keen to hire Mr. Aaron if they were in foreclosure. Well, I don't know that the two have anything to do with each other. They may not be paying the bills on the house, but they may be getting plenty of money in the business world. How does she keep putting all of these things together to make these kind of stances? She doesn't understand how they would be ready to hire somebody. You don't even know who you talking to, first of all, Queen. As if somebody is just beholden to her. She just called up out the blue and, hey, you heard of this guy? You heard of this guy? What did he work for you? And we don't know who she is. Just volunteering all solid and pertinent information. Like, man, what be wrong with people out here, bro? Like, that clout is the ultimate drug, huh? Now, I guess you could say that I'm clout chasing because I'm doing an episode about it. And at this point, neither side is proven to be necessarily right, I guess you could say. But the young man, Aaron, has came out with receipts for what's going on. And these two just got together and just, based off the information they felt like they didn't have and the information that they gathered, they just went in on this man, bro. Like, for what? With these frivolous reasons, who she thinks she is, Inspector Gadget face ass? Like, what is going on, bro?
So that's two jobs that I haven't heard of them. And that was the only job that was related to this man's information. What I did find was over 30 cases across many states. We're talking about Nevada, California, Texas, Oklahoma. He's internationally known, but not for any positive reasons. So it made me believe that he did not get fired. If anything, I would say that Mr. Sloan was into fitness, and that was his job. He just didn't want to embarrass himself after telling those ladies he could pull $100 grand out of the bank.
No, cool. Sound like she's jealous, bro. Got some muscles or something. You dig what I'm saying? Like, 30 cases. So this man got 30 cases, open cases, active cases, right? 30. A 30 whole 30 pack. He did. But yet this man went on the internet, on the TV show, went viral. Millions of views. And he's not locked up now. But she talked to the police. Oh, his job is fitness. He was embarrassed to tell people that his job is fitness because that's why I say he's a plumber, because he's embarrassed to tell people that his job is fitness. But if you go on the social media, brother's always showing his fitness journey and all this, that, and the third. Why would he be embarrassed to say that when you could immediately type in his handle that was on the screen, mind you, right? His Instagram handle was on the screen as he was doing the episode, the Pop the Balloon joint. Why would he have been, and he looked to be in good shape, bro, doing his thing. So why would he have been ashamed to tout his fitness prowess? You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's just so random, bro, that she ranting. Tasha T, that's her new name. Tasha T, Queen Tasha. This is crazy, man.
So I know for sure people are going to get their money back because he won't be able to provide the documents. Another thing I did, MTR, just for backup, I contacted one of my people in Arizona who work for the state in unemployment. And I just wanted to see if there was any claims for this individual. No claims have been filed yet, and it's been a week.
For unemployment.
For unemployment, sir, yes. If you get fired, you want to file that claim right away because there's a 30-day waiting period. He hasn't done it? Why? Because he's in the club throwing money.
My God, this is bananas, bro. So is there a written rule that if you get fired from a job that you just have to file for unemployment? He may not need unemployment. I don't think any just layman, any regular person can call. I don't give a damn if you do have a contact in the unemployment office. If that contact in the unemployment office told your civilian ass about somebody else's personal information in their case, they would be fired. That is illegal. And you cannot get me to believe that you just called up to the Arizona unemployment office? It's not like any state is just going to be able to look this up. So you called to the Arizona unemployment office and you had a contact, you conveniently had a contact there that answered the phone, that you got them on the phone and they gave you the info, or you called them at home and they could access the database. Like, man, what is she talking about, dog? What is she talking about, man? One of y'all do this that's watching this video. Call your local unemployment office and ask about anyone other than yourself and their status with their unemployment claim. And see what the person on the other end tells you. Sir, we're not allowed to give you that information. But Queen of Accountability can call in and get that. But the reason he didn't file, I guess she knows the reason he didn't file. I guess she had an answer for that. The reason he didn't file for unemployment is because he was in the club throwing money. I guess he was throwing money 24 hours a day from the time he lost his job. This is insane work, bro. This is insane work. This is like career kill type of deal. You dig what I'm saying? Let's continue.
He's doing everything other than what he said he was going to do. Also, 6 days ago on his Facebook, he told everyone he's working with at-risk youth. That's his humanitarian work. But what happened to the vets and the single mothers and fathers and disabled? So now he is working with at-risk youth. So he went from all these different things to now he's saying he works with kids, which I find odd, being a felon and being wanted in a couple of those states. I don't think they would let him work with kids.
And this is currently wanted, right? Because when I talked to him, right, the story that I had in my head, and I've talked to him and I did a 5-hour stream with him, and even though I never told anybody to go up to the GoFundMe, in fact, during that stream, I said, you need to provide the evidence. You need to show us the paperwork, right? You need to show us, because without that, this is just a story. It could just be a fabrication. Oh yeah, no, I get to it, this, that, and the third. Hey, can you send me, what is the name of the place that you worked? Now he needs to go get a lawyer, okay? What's your license number? Now he needs to go get a number, right? And it's odd how that is happening now. He's okay to go live and to talk about these things in order to clear his name. When I ask these questions, to prove and provide data or receipts, because he fooled the whole country.
No one owes either of you the type of apology and the type of documentation that you all are asking for, man. Like, this man is not beholden to you. You might have a lot of followers on YouTube, but that doesn't amount to shit in somebody else's life. What are y'all talking about?
I've seen a name floating around, but it's the same name that you called and you said that they don't know who he is.
Correct. And not only that, when I went to the reviews, typically when a plumber comes to your place and they give you, kudos, they say your name. In California, Hector is the main plumber that's under that name of the company, but it's actually an LLC that's under Aaron's information. And the LLC it goes all the way back to Yavapai, which is Arizona. And when I reached out to the owner of the LLC, he did not know an Aaron. So all I'm saying, even if they're lying to us saying that they don't know, but it's true, he wouldn't have any problem showing you.
Oh my God, here we go again with Hector. She doesn't know Hector from a hole in her head, but she's taking Hector's information and running forward with it as if that's the end all be all. That's as if everything up in a bow. She just done called a random number with the name of the company that she says she found, and Hector is just giving her all this info. He never heard of bro. Hector's in foreclosure. But she admitted maybe he's not telling us the truth. But then she's got an answer for that. If he's not telling us the truth, then why wouldn't Aaron just give us everything that we're demanding from him? Because y'all are two random nobodies that he doesn't owe anything to, baby girl. What's so hard about that to understand? Like, you can't tell a chick no. That's like a classic example. You can't tell them no. You tell them no, these motherfuckers will turn over the world. The whole earth will be on this side. It's flat anyway, right? It'll be upside down. Tell a girl no. Watch what happens. Bananas, bro.
MTR, something else that I noticed is the picture he's using. That picture is nowhere on any of his social medias. And what bothers me is that besides that picture, what else is the proof that he's a master plumber? Because he's using a Yahoo that does not link back to anybody's information. Sounds like he just created the master plumber 209 at Yahoo email to kind of corroborate this plumber story. But when you look at his social medias, I don't see a video of him fixing a sink, laying down pipe, shaking someone's hand, saluting a veteran. There's nothing. And for someone that's been living and sleeping and eating and breathing plumbing, it'll be everywhere. All I see is him shaking his pectoral muscles and acting a damn fool. What I want you to know is that I was never convinced of his story. I felt like this was Rhoda 2.0. He's worse than Rhoda. And those police reports, I have over 30 that were sent to me. And I will expose that on Wednesday. I'm going to show everyone. And I did contact a couple of those policemen who are looking for Mr. Sloan. So while he's out here throwing money in the club, bring your ass out to Elk Grove, Mr. Sloan, and stop avoiding what you did.
And so here again. So she's got contacts in the unemployment office. She can call and find anybody's background information. She has contacts. She can call the police station and they'll just freely talk to the Queen of Accountability and tell her their efforts and tell her who they're actively pursuing. How is MTR this gullible, bro? Shout it. Who would believe it? Like, no, listen, unless she was some type of a former law enforcement, a judge or something like that, cool. But you're talking about some just random chick out here talking about she got all of these contacts in all of these major agencies. And they tell her pertinent information just out the gate. She ain't have to wait till tomorrow for somebody to call her back. She calling and getting straight through. We on the phone holding for 28 minutes before somebody comes to the phone. Queen of Accountability got direct lines to major organizations. Like, man, come on, bro. Like, come on. Like, I fail to understand how MTR really fell for this. Now, I'm not even a fan of bro. I just had, like I said in the previous video, I ran up on him years ago. Didn't give it any playtime. Here lately, I started to listen to a couple of shows, and then boom, this one hit me. But for the man that been in this, I guess clout is a hell of a drug, man. Like I say, bro, and you get a lot of clicks on this thing, man. You can create a monster. But it's just wild how he allowed Miss Lady to just lay all that information on him, and he went straight with it. Because again, you're talking about the police telling you that they looking for this man. He ain't hard to find at this point. He ain't locked up. So that doesn't corroborate your story. Crazy material, man. Let's get ready to wrap this thing up.
They call you the queen of accountability for a reason.
You know, as Black people, we have to do better. You know, I thought Rhoda created some change with these scammers that they're going to be careful on how they scam. And clearly, Aaron didn't get the memo. But what bothers me is that Aaron has so many different talents. And being a scammer shouldn't be a talent. He could be helping the community with getting out of obesity. He could be helping the community with taking care of their mental and physical health. But instead, he wants to take money by using vets and single mothers and fathers.
Yeah, I agree. We got to do better, man. But this was a horrible look. Like I said, they've been quiet for the last 4 days. I've been checking both of them, MTR and Queen of Accountability. Like I said, Queen has put a couple little random pictures. She put some random thing with like a countdown to some, and then a piece of his interview and that he's said since then, and Aaron, and then a couple documents at the end, and I thought you would say that. It's just crazy. But you know, it's even crazy when you look in the comments, and there are people, man, that I guess they don't bother to read past what satisfies their mindset. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I've seen that illustrated in real life, man, to be honest. So, you know, it's like, it's more like you gotta take it all into a pot. But it's like once people get to something that kind of satisfies what they want to hear, they run with it. Because you look in the comments and there's people like, yeah, I knew you were an expose master. You a dojo creator of how to expose scammers. And it's wild because it's like, do you not take, even when dudes show something, like, whoever had a receipt, a legal piece of paper that was that small? It's just crazy, bro. Motherfuckers use any kind of stupid argument, and I guess it just comes to a critical thinking intelligence level, man. Like, it's not always what it seems. So it's like, but you expect people to be a little more critical in their thinking. But a lot of times it's not like that, man. So, you know, if their whole shtick was, because they kept mentioning this Rhoda, you know, the brick lady. You know what I'm saying? The chick that got hit with the brick in the face, and she came online and said that the dude hit her with the brick because she wouldn't give him her number. Well, come to find out, apparently she had hit him first, and then he hit her back, boom, boom. She got exposed. She's actually, I think, either in jail now or being sought or something, what have you. Got a case behind it. So that was their crusade, to keep him from scamming people, because they don't believe that he got fired from his job. That has turned into them calling this man like a fugitive, and when the shit can't be around kids. They've created this whole, you heard that conversation, and it all started because they felt like he was lying about getting fired from his job. He since came out and showed some documentation, which I've got a small clip to you. If you stay around a couple minutes, I'm gonna end it with, and I may jump back in, but I got a small piece of a video from like a 3-hour interview that Aaron did with this channel called KiteZz. It's a guy and his girl, and he showed a lot of receipts. You dig what I'm saying? You hadn't had any one of them to come out and make shows about what they saw on that. They just keep maintaining their story, but MTR hadn't said anything. But it's wild how they went down that road that started with you being mad that he started to GoFundMe about getting fired. Like, the motivation is weird, man. But at any rate, man, that's pretty much where we are. This has been That Way with Jack Travis. Like I said, man, stick around and take this little piece of clip right here. Get the job soon. Blah.
There is different phases to plumbing. You got new construction plumbers. You got industrial plumbers. You got commercial plumbers. You got commercial service plumbers. You got residential service plumbers. There's all different types of plumbers. There's 5 different types of plumbers right there. It's out at a young age. I didn't have parents that taught me discipline, that taught me morals, that taught me values. The intellect that comes out of my mouth, everything that I speak, everything I've accomplished in life has come from my own doing, for the most part, from trial and error, not from having a responsible parent teaching me. So why are you trying to tear me down, man? That's what I want to know. Why are you trying to tear me down? What are y'all accomplishing from this? Okay? Do y'all want it to the point where I'm never able to have a wife? I'm never able to have a family, to the point where I'm never able to have a career. That's what y'all want to succeed so bad in doing, for what? Because I told a woman she's not qualified for me because she's not fit to my liking. That means we need to do background checks on this guy. We need to, come on, man. Everybody did something that they're not proud of.
Right. I want to ask this. When you say it's your past, right, is there like a solid time frame? Is it like 5 years back, 10 years back, 20 years back? It's like a solid time frame. Like
it's been longer than 7 years. So yeah, go ahead and show that mugshot too. And that's what I was referring to.
Yeah.
Now that's what I was referring to when you go on. See, now I gotta pull it up. Now let me go to it.
This is why I'm glad we did this, because you have to actually get the context with stuff. This is the same thing when people try to do they bring Bibles into this and all that, right? This is why it's very dangerous when people do this. I feel like a lot of people, y'all get so excited. Y'all get so happy to try to like, oh, I told y'all he was this, I told y'all he was that. Y'all are spreading misinformation about somebody. Because, and if he
and that could lead up to defamation.
Yeah, that is defamation.